Welcome back to National Report. On his first day in office, President Biden enacted a plethora of executive orders. One of them combats discrimination based on sexual orientation or gender identity. Many people now expressing concern that the order will allow transgender female athletes to compete in women's sports, making it unfair for biological women to succeed. So joining us now to discuss this is Alana Smith, a junior at Danbury High School in Connecticut. Also, Christiana Holcomb, Legal Counsel Alliance Defending Freedom, working on this case as well. So ladies, thank you for joining us. Alana, I actually had the chance to speak with you on Wake Up America, so I thank you for coming back for another Newsmax program. You are a student athlete. You've been very vocal about this issue. Do you believe this is unfair for female sports? Let's start there.
I do believe that it's very unfair because I know biological females that have missed out on the chance to advance to bigger meets like states and regionals where the college coaches will see you and recruit you. And I know a lot of biological females want to go pro and go to college for track, and it's hard to do that when transgender athletes are taking away the spots that belong to biological females.
Alana, something we've talked about also, for people who may say this sounds transphobic, what was your response to that?
That it's all about biology. Like, for example, I have a twin brother and he doesn't run track, but he can still beat me in a race. And that just shows how much stronger biological men are than biological women and how unfair it really is to allow biological males to compete against biological women.
Yeah, that's something I was going to bring up. You have a twin brother. We talked about that last time. You're used to competing at a higher level. You have come from a very athletic family. Your dad, Lee Smith, a Hall of Fame pitcher. I also want to bring in our panel for this discussion as well, Joe DeGeneva and Victoria Tunzing, to talk about this topic. And Christiana, I want to get to you. This is not the only person you're representing in this case. So what has the legal action been happening in this case?
That's right. It's our privilege to represent 4 brave female athletes in the state of Connecticut, where 2 biological males have taken 15 women's state championship titles over the course of just 3 years. So Alliance Defending Freedom filed a federal lawsuit on behalf of these brave young women, and we're asking a federal court to really restore the purpose and promise of Title IX to female athletes and ensure that girls like Alana can continue to have a fair and level playing field.
And talking about that playing field, Joe and Victoria, I want to get to you. I want to read you this statistic. The fastest woman in the world right now, Allyson Felix. She has more gold medals than Usain Bolt. There are more than 300 high school boys right now in America alone that could have a faster time than her in the 400. And she's the fastest runner. So how does this make a level playing field?
Well, the bottom line is this. This is utter nonsense, allowing transgender athletes to compete with young women. But should be the determinant. If they want to have transgender athletes compete, they should compete against other transgender athletes, not against young. That's just not only unfair, it is against the laws of nature. The reason they are winning is because they are bound to win because of their physiological makeup. They are different. They are stronger. They have bigger muscles. Their entire bodily makeup of the transgender is different. This is so outrageously unfair to these young women and such a violation of Title IX. A federal court function right away, striking it down.
And let me go into some legal history here. God bless you, Christina. I was in the generation of women lawyers who had to teach the courts about what Title IX meant, that it meant women should have equal access to athletics as men did, because we were where universities were spending millions of dollars on men's athletics and like $200,000 on women's athletics. So we fought for equality for women. And what does this do? This does away with that legislation, Title IX.
And Joe, to go off something you said, also former football player Marcellus Wiley just recently said very similar sentiment that transgender athletes should compete, but they should compete in their own category against themselves. Alana, I want to go back to you. You have that wide range of medals behind you. You're clearly very good at your sport. There's no question about that. What is it that you're focusing on, you would say, moving forward while this case is going on, while all of this is happening, to stay mentally prepared when you're approaching your passion every day? This sport is everything you do. I know you train with your mom, and it's just something that you focus your whole world around. So how is it that you're staying focused?
I'm just making sure that I keep practicing every day, even though because of COVID, I haven't been able to compete yet. I just make sure that I'm ready, that when I do get to go to a track meet, I'm prepared and I can do my best.
All right, Christiana Holcomb, Alana Smith, and our panel, Joe DeGeneva and Victoria Tenzing, thank you so much.
Hi, Emma Reckenberg here. If you like this video, there's a whole lot more to see on Newsmax TV. You can watch for free right here on our YouTube live stream and be the first one here each time our experts break down real news. Just hit that subscribe button, ring the bell icon, and stay with us on America's fastest growing cable news channel, Newsmax TV.